Hello and welcome. This is Cara. Today we're going to make a Halloween envelope folio. This is so fun. No measuring needed. Just grab your envelopes, maybe a file folder, and let's get crafty. Alright, let's take a look at how we're going to put this together. So I have several envelopes and those will flip. And then I have this coin envelope that I think we'll put here. And then this, we can put a journal in, I think. Or we could have it, yeah, I think a small journal or like an ephemera holder. We'll see how it goes. So yeah. Something like, and I want to kind of crisscross. Something like that. So first thing we need to do is cover the envelopes with different papers. I made a St. Patrick's Day one and I made it like the papers fit perfectly, but this is Halloween, so I kind of wanted to be a little grungy. So kind of like I did with my ring journal, I think I'm going to rip and layer the papers. And that way it's also a bit different than the other stacked envelope that I made. I think Halloween is perfect for ripping and layering and grunginess. The other thing I have are the Halloween collage papers. And maybe we could put some of those behind there and then ink it up. You could coffee dye my papers. Let's see, what do we want? Kind of like the text right here. I think I'm going to go with this text. I'm going to take my water brush. Go like that, and then I should be able to tear save that one for later. And then I should be able to glue this on. You know what? I'm gonna get crazy and see if my glue stick will work. Get crazy. What if I put the glue over it? Oh, we'll see if that works. Okay, that has to dry. I can trim this off. Yeah, that'll look cool right there. Like that, maybe. We can have something up here. Yeah, let's do that. Coffee dyed paper. This here. A rip right here. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Careful there, envelope. There we go. Over the top of this. Just a little bit. There we go. Like that. We need something in here. I might also go print out some of the neutral palette. And then we can use some of that too. A little bit right in here. Cover up that little area. Like that. Okay, let me show you what I've done so far. I still have a couple envelopes to cover, but here's this one we did together. And that side, and then this one. And then this one, it has another collage page along with the skeleton. And then I cover this tall, skinny one. And I'm thinking that I'm going to add this guy going horizontally just for something a bit different. So maybe something like that. And then maybe we can add a closure that wraps around somehow. I don't know, I'm not sure. But yeah, I kind of like this here and maybe a closure or something, I'm not sure. All right, so I still have these two to cover for my envelopes. And then I probably will take it to my sewing machine and do some sewing around them all. But yeah, they're looking pretty cool. Do these two here would be fun. It matches the envelope really well. I'm really liking the ripping instead of the measuring. Kind of nice to get Poe on here. So I think I got it right about here. And then let's rip it. Oh my gosh, my eye has been twitching. It's driving me crazy. Like that. And then we'll rip or glue, or come out. Rip edges, cut the edges. Let's rip the bottom. By skeleton feet. Alright, and then we'll glue this on. I'm really liking this larger glue stick. It's not the massive one that I sent Sherry for Craft Showdown. It's a nice size and it lasts a bit longer than those itty bitty ones. Oops, this again. And rip a little bit of this. Yeah, that looks good. We'll ink it. And then what about this side? Does this fit in here? I think that'll work. Like that. And then maybe do something like this on this side. Oops. There we go. All right, now what do we want? Or I like that. Let's add some of this. Right, I'm gonna glue this on, and we'll come up with something for that corner. Like that, and then turn it over. I'm gonna add this here. I think I'm just gonna grab a little bit. Something like that. Let's go ahead and glue it on. Make sure we don't glue this down. And trim this off. And a little bit on this side. Just like that. Alright, let's ink this up. And we have this envelope. And this one is going to be horizontal on the front. I think maybe this, because we have this other one back there and it will peek through. So these are going to get covered up with different decorations and stuff as well. So it's not the final layer. It is a layer. It's getting dark. I might do a thumb notch here, and then I have to do some sewing. We want, oops, pose face hidden, and then it can open, 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 and open. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go sew. All my sewing is done. I'm leaving the stragglies for now since it's Halloween, and now let's glue our envelopes on. So these are the ones that are going to go on the left of the book, and I want to kind of see how I want them laid out. I want this to go at the bottom, so this lines up with the bottom of the file folder. And this one this one. And this one. All right, so if I can carefully take this off, and this is going to be how I glue these together. Oh my goodness. So we'll glue, and then we'll glue this flap down, and then we'll add some glue to this flap. Keep my strings out. Just like that. And then these, we're going to glue on to our file folder or whatever base that you are using. Just like that. Glue this and this. We'll stick that around like that. All right, now let's add these. Same thing, let's see where they are. This one is first. And our bugs. This one, and then we want this one, I think, to cover Poe like that. Take these, flip it over, and then let's glue these on together. Just like that. And then we'll take this and I'm going to glue them in the folder to this part. You know what? Yeah, sticker might as well. We might as well use it. Oh my gosh, my glue stick. Making a mess. Anytime a glue is involved, I make a mess. Okay. I think we should just kind of place them real quick, make sure. That looks good. That wraps around, get our strings. Yeah. So now we have this. A little more glue here. Like that. And like that. What I'm wondering is this going to be, I was going to take this to my sewing machine. I might be able to. And so around here, I just don't know if I can get it. But then it would be nice and secure. And then same thing back here. I'm gonna go try, I'll be back. All right, so it worked. I just went slow. And so now I have stitching here and here, and then I stitched here and around here. So that means we have a top loading pocket and a top loading pocket, and then this is going to be a place for a little journal. And so now we still have this to cover, this and this, which we might do in a little bit, and then this back. So let's do the back really quick. And I think might as well use some scrappity bits. Just seeing what I have. But I think I also want some of this here. So I want to save some of this for that right there. And then for the back. That looks good. Something like that. I like the bats. Oh, what if we do something like that? Alright, let's glue this on first. I just love how not perfect this is. Instead of measuring and stressing about measurements, just kind of go for it. And then we can always add something there, or just leave it so you can see the sewing. Like that. Man, did I glue it at all? They're just sticking. Okay, and I'm sure we'll add something here. Oh gosh, in a bit. But for now, I think that's pretty good. If we could just get it to stick. This. Make it a little rougher on the edge. Now we can ink. A little more came off than I wanted, but this might look cool. Okay, okay. I like it. And open it up. There's the inside. We could have this here. And there could be a pocket here, and then undo it, or a double pocket. I can't decide. I cannot. No, it would look good. Let's do that. Alright, so then this we can glue here in a bit, and then we'll make this a tuck spot too. And this is a pocket here. So you can go ahead and glue on. It's nice and dry. Again, I'm going to glue the 3 sides and make this a pocket. Like that. Looks good. Okay, and then I added pages for the journal portion. So let me just show you that. I didn't print my pages back to back. So what I did is I took 2 pages to my sewing machine and did sewing around all of the pages. And then I inked my edges. That one had curvy. It's kind of fun. There's my center. So we'll still need to add some decoration to this as well. But there is the little journal. And then I'm torn. I kind of like this, but we can add, probably should add stuff to this. Let's do the closure. All right, so my thinking, see how this works, is to take 2 eyelets. I don't know. Let me see if this will fit through. Yeah, this will be fine. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to put an eyelet here and an eyelet here. And then have the ribbon go through it, wrap around. And then I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I want to tie it or attach it. But let's do this part first. And I'm probably going to make you cringe because I'm just going to eyeball where these should go. I want one here. And one here. Alright, now let's smush. If I had the antique bronze color, that's what I would use. But I have the copper. So that's what I'm going to use. Okay, so now I'm going to put one end through the top, one through the bottom, and then I was thinking this would wrap around like this, and then what? Guess we could pull it back through here. And tie it. Does that look silly? Oh, it needs something, huh? And then it closes the journal too, which is nice. We could add dinglies to this. Or if I do something here, then this won't be a pocket. I like how this pulls around, and I like this. We could put something here, and then this could wrap around like that. What to do? What to do? Like one of those circle things. Or do we like it going through here and wrapping around like that? I'm going to do a think about that. I'm not really sure. But at least we have this. I have to even it out again. And then decisions. And then this will open like that. So at least I like that. And this, it's just what to do on this side. If you have a comment, let me know, or a thought. Let me know. We'll work on that next time. All right, and also next time we need to decorate. So we have a lot to decorate, including our journal. And well, should we do the inside pages really quick? might be kind of fun. Fold this in half. And then we'll rip that in half. And then half of this can go here. And this can go here. I think that'll work. Even though it's not covering all of it, I still think that'll be just dandy. There we go. Yep, that looks good. All right. So there's that and that. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so next time we have decorating to do. I think I'm going to get some tags ready off camera. And then we'll have things to tuck in, and then we have lots of decorating. All right, I hope you come on back. That will be on Wednesday, the decorating. And check out this other video I have from Halloween. And as always, have a wonderfully crafty day. Thanks. Bye.